Hey everyone, it's time again for another total film. This particular issue wasn't as exciting for me personally as the previous two issues, just basically based on the types of films they're discussing. All the films I've been looking forward to over the last few months have kind of just come out, so they're not really featured in this one, but it's still an enjoyable read with some really enjoyable features. So let's have a look. Okay, so obviously this video will be longer than most of my film-based videos because it's for a more relaxing look at the latest films. So we will skim past the contents and get to the films. And as I think I said in the introduction, this isn't my favourite issue, but there are some films in here, some I've seen, and some that I'm quite excited for. Sausage Party. I can't remember if there's a Sausage Party feature in here or not. It's been quite a while, it's been about a week since I read this and I'm finally getting around to doing this video. Okay, The Accountant. This one sounds... I think if somebody had just kind of given me a one-line summary of this film I would have said not really for me, but because I've read, I think this is the second article I've read about it in depth, I'm a little bit interested. So it says here, while the world waits for Ben Affleck's next go-round as the Dark Knight in Justice League, the actor's latest project finds him playing an altogether different kind of crusader, albeit one every bit as calculating, methodical, and ultimately dangerous. So it's about this guy who's really efficient, to want for a more effective word, with numbers and calculating things and, you know, using those to work out codes and things. That's probably not the best way of describing it. So I don't know if I'll see it in the cinema or if I'll wait for the DVD, but this is out ETA 4th of November. I also got Anna Kendrick there as well, so it looks quite action packed. It looks like it could be quite full on. So yeah, I am with director Gavin O'Connor. Behind the scenes photos, which I always find very fascinating. So yeah, I think I will look out for it. Now this doesn't tell us too much about Ocean's 8, which I think it is now called Ocean's 8. I know it kind of went back and forth with a few different names and nothing was never really finalised, but we have just incredible. Now honestly, I'm not that bothered about Rihanna being in it, and this is all about Rihanna's upcoming adventures. But obviously we have Kate Blanchett, Helena Bonham Carter, Sandra Bullock. My heart is doing backflips, and apparently Anne Hathaway, which is new to me. But yes, I'm really looking forward to Ocean's 8, and I can't wait until we get the trailer and teaser photos and things. Peterson, or maybe Patterson, I would pronounce it Peterson, but and this, on the one hand, I am going to praise this to the hilt before I've even seen it, purely based on the director's morals, but it also sounds like nothing really happens. So I'll read out the introductory paragraph, and then I'll tell you why I actually think it could actually be something really worth celebrating. So, Peterson, then, is a deeply personal film for the world's hippest filmmaker. The gentle tale of a bus driver called Peterson, who just happens to live in Paterson, New Jersey. It follows his day-to-day routine as he drives his bus, scratches out prose in his lunch breaks, returns to eat his cake bake... really awkward moment to miss out the word with. Returns to eat with his cake-baking, home-decorating wife Laura, walks wheezing bulldog Marvin to his local stops the jar at the bar and returns home to bed. And it doesn't sound like anything happens. But there's one quote here. Little Marvin. It's here. To present a film in Cannes is a beautiful way to send your child out into the world. But do I believe in competition? Not at all. Can we collectively pick the best painting at the Louvre? It's absurd, right? It's all totally subjective. But to be among these beautiful filmmakers makes me feel very good. And if we just give a bit of says that means everything. Nobody's going to tell me who to cast or what to cut. If I don't have control, I'm not making anything. And it's all about art for art's sake. And as it says up here, freedom of expression. What's more important, winning an award or creating a film that actually means something to you as an artist? And for that reason, I think, yes. So on the one hand, it doesn't sound that interesting, but on the other hand, bravo to the director if he's made something that he's genuinely passionate about, and it may end up being good and winning a load of awards anyway. We'll see. But that's Arterton, and that is out. Estimate time of arrival, 25th of November. Free Fire. Brie Larson. Not sure if it's something I particularly am interested in. James and the Giant Peach, which was produced by the absolutely perfect Tim Burton, directed by the wonderful Amy Selleck. Have a look at films that are being screened at the London Film Festival. Unfortunately, I'm not seeing anything down there this year, which is really unfortunate. But A Monster Calls, which is one Antonio Bayonna's film, is being screened, and I cannot wait, really cannot wait to see that. It just sounds incredible. Let me have a look. Giant spoiler alert, so I won't read anything out. I've not actually read it myself yet, but I did admire the pictures. But as far as I can tell, it's all about just how efficient and memorable and impactful was Jared Leto's Joker. And excuse me while I drink coffee. It's so cold today, but I didn't want to put the heating on because it would make a really awkward noise that the camera would really pick up. Yes, but nobody will ever beat Jack Nicholson's Joker for me anyway. Street cat named Bob. Apparently that is actually the genuine Bob. There were stand-in cats for other aspects, but Bob himself was allowed to play himself, and he is so beautiful. I'm not sure this is going to be crowned the best film of 2016, but I'm really looking forward to seeing how it plays out. And any film with a cat in, just, it's going to get my vote. I still haven't bought Horrorville, and I really hate myself. I saw it when I was last down in London. I thought, I'll give it a bit, wait and see what I think, and then buy it when I'm back up the north. And I decided I want it, and I can't find it anywhere. I can buy it online, so I might just end up doing that before the next issue comes out. Rings. I am partly massively excited, partly scared it's going to be a huge disappointment. Rings is a third film based on The Ring, and I loved The Ring, the remake, the first remake, and I did not like Ring 2, but I think it's time for a third one, and obviously Guillermo del Toro was involved in this. Obviously not directing it, but he is involved, and I just think it could be really, really interesting. And if for some reason you've never seen the first Ring film, the remake, I definitely recommend it. you get pop finals when you subscribe now. I didn't, but I got a really, really good deal when I subscribed. I can't remember what it was, but it's actually cheaper than what it should be. Okay, so we'll have a look at our big screen new releases. I'm making a lot of effort just now to go and see new films. Normally I wait for the DVD, but I kind of really keen to see them on the big screen because I've just watched so many new releases recently on DVD where I've gone, I wish I'd seen that in the cinema. Having said that, I haven't yet seen Magnificent Seven, and I really, really want to. I mean, I do really like Ethan Hawke. I definitely want to see this film. I don't know if I'll catch it in the cinema. If I do, great. If not, I will wait until the DVD comes out. This is another one. I'm not actually sure if it's playing near me because the last time when I went to book Bridget Jones's Baby, I don't recall seeing this. But it's a kind of post-apocalyptic, zombie-esque sort of film, which is not normally my kind of thing, but because I've read quite a bit about it and it sounds quite interesting, I'm really keen to see it. Now I have to say that every time I've read something about the Greasy Strangler, I've thought this sounds incredible, it sounds bonkers, it sounds like it doesn't make any sense. And I thought, yes, that sounds brilliant. But for some reason, when it's been mentioned in this particular issue, I've kind of gone, not really sure it sounds that good. So had this been the first time I'd heard of it, wouldn't have been that bothered. But I think I still want to see it, and that's out the 7th of October, which is, that time is now past, that's already out. Sally Phillips and Renee Zellweger and Bridget Jones's Baby. I have reviewed this, and that review will be up in a few days' time, and it is just perfection. I just cannot, so far, I'm pretty confident it's my favourite film of the year, at least in terms of new releases. And that's got nothing to do with the fact that Emma Thompson's in it and wrote part of the screenplay. That's just a massive, massive bonus. I also really, really like Sally Phillips. I just thought it was very funny and very good. And I cannot stress it enough. American Honey I've heard so much about, and I actually couldn't care any less. It's just not my kind of films, really. Deepwater Horizon, based on the true film about the oil spill. Now, I wasn't interested, and I don't think I'm yet interested in this. I've watched quite a few video reviews about it on YouTube, and a lot of people have had a lot of really positive things to say about the cinematography and the visual effects. I think even though the story itself isn't something that I'm interested in, I think I will end up seeing it. Just definitely not with the cinema. Excuse me while I yawn. Excuse me. Yes, I will see it, just not in the cinema. Swiss Army Man. This is another film that I've seen and just... oh, actually, maybe that's my favourite release of 2016. I'm not sure. But if you haven't seen it, I do want to point out that they're saying that the whole thing is that it's quite silly and stupid and that it's all about a farting corpse. To be honest, it's not. Like, it's... that's done in a kind of, oh my goodness, did that really happen way. Not in a, oh my goodness, farts are funny, let's roll around laughing like children way. It's actually really clever. I actually think it's a lot more sophisticated than a lot of the critics are giving it credit for. Really happy to see it's got 4 out of 5 stars here. The script by the Daniels is just, oh, it's so brilliant. And please, 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 if you think it's, you know, if you've read some of the reviews that say it's really immature and pointless, it's actually not. It's kind of all about what is the meaning of life, you know, why, what gets us through the day, what do we live for? And it is a lot more philosophical than it sounds. You can do some really deep readings into it. Yeah, I really love it. I've actually never noticed that. I never noticed that in the film, but I'm pretty sure Daniel Radcliffe's wearing some messed up Mickey Mouse ears. Never noticed that. Sausage Party I reviewed, didn't like. I mean, it was average. It wasn't a disaster, but it wasn't this massive hype that I thought it would be. But I mean, it's good enough. In terms of... Okay, this is a massive lie. Still out, still good. Blair Witch is appalling. Again, I reviewed that, and you can watch my review to hear me rant. I think I was a little bit unfair and a little bit too harsh, but still really despised it. Captain Fantastic. I'm desperate to see that. This is the problem at the moment. There are just so many films that I do want to see that I don't have the time to go and see them all in the cinema. So I have to be selective. And Captain Fantastic. I guess Captain Fantastic is one that I don't expect would be more beneficial to see on the silver screen. So... And same with Hunt for the Wilder People. You know, I really like Sam Neill, and the more I read about Hunt for the Wilder People, the more I kind of thought, yeah, this sounds really, really good. So, we'll see. Doctor Strange is one film that is just, I'm highly anticipating as being absolutely fantastic. I do like Benedict Cumberbatch. I'm not like one of those Cumber bitches or anything. I'm not like obsessed with him. But I do like his work, and I just think the film sounds strange and really interesting. Trolls. Trolls for me has kind of jumped out of nowhere. I hadn't really seen it advertised anywhere. This is out the 21st of November. Doctor Strange is out the 28th of October. Trolls is out the 21st of October. I'm speaking absolute garbage. Trolls is out the 21st of October. And yeah, I hadn't really seen it advertised anywhere. Then all of a sudden, I think Carey Hope Fletcher uploaded the video that she did voicing Cookie, and then somebody else I'm subscribed to has voiced one of the characters, and all of a sudden it's everywhere. So not one I'll see in the cinema, but one I will see eventually. Assassin's Creed. This is obviously the cover story, and unfortunately I'm going to skip through this because I haven't actually got anything of any interest to say about it. So apologies if you're a fan of Assassin's Creed, but I'm sure you can get hold of a copy of the magazine and give it a read. Also, this I thought was a waste of space for me. I'm sure it's a fantastic feature if you're a gamer, but I'm not. I'm a film fan, which is why I buy Total Film, not Total Games, but never mind. These are, I mean, they are kind of, as it says here, 50 story-driven games that demand to be experienced by film fans, but I would rather spend the time watching a film. But as I said, if you are a gamer, I'm sure you will find this interesting, maybe useful. Felicity Jones, all about Rogue One. Silly. Clint Eastwood, Tom Hanks and Aaron Eckhart. I do like Aaron Eckhart in what I've seen him in. I've not seen too many of his films, but this really isn't my kind of film. Maybe one day, but not just now. Sherlock, Destination Star Trek. Here we go. So, but you say dark arts, I want to start screaming Defense Against the Dark Arts. Yes, so here we have the unseen art of Miss Peregrine. Miss Peregrine being Tim Burton's latest, if I do say so, masterpiece. And I love him, and I love him, and I love him some more. And I thoroughly enjoyed the film. Apparently, so does my cat. We're very big Tim Burton fans in this house, aren't we, Medora? So, we have some rather beautiful art. And I do think the main film, in some ways, I don't think I kind of touched upon this in my review. In my review I did comment that I thought the story was more character driven than it was plot driven. While I don't think it's 100% more style than substance, I do think it is the visual appeal, at least for me, that is the attraction there, as opposed to actually being genuinely interested in the story. Isn't she gorgeous? It's either green as Miss Peregrine. But yes, so that was a really lovely surprising feature, as I thought the magazines had kind of done with Miss Peregrine now. So obviously it had been promoted to the hilt. Keeping up with the Joneses, John Ham and Zach Galifianakis. I can't pronounce his surname. Interesting article. I'm not really the target audience, but I found it fascinating. Then we have a look at Jack Reacher, and I don't think I'll see this film immediately, but I do like Kobe Smulders. I think she's beautiful, and obviously a great actress as well, which I guess is kind of important. So I will see it eventually. I read that and thought it was implying that Jude Law was 20 years old. Yeah, don't mind Jude Law at all. Don't mind him. My cat's hiccuping. Have some interesting facts about Jude Law. $3.8 billion total box office gross to date. 10 cans of Coke he drank per day to put on weight for Don Hemingway. He was 14 when he started acting at the National Youth Music Theatre. So that might be quite interesting if you're a Jude Law fan. We have some small screen releases or newly released DVDs. I kind of like this feature because it's like a recap of the films that were in the cinema a few months ago that I kind of either forgot about or never got around to seeing. It's just a nice little recap. Lawrence Foster Jenkins. That's one that I'm really looking forward to seeing on DVD. Apparently it had really good reviews and it sounded really entertaining. Alice to the Looking Glass, my DVD has arrived. It came out the day of release, which is the beautiful thing about Amazon pre-ordering. They do usually get to you on the day of release. Before You I was never really bothered about, but I know that a lot of people loved it, although having said that, it only has 2 stars here. I do like the fact that it also features new DVDs, another DVD kind of current attractions from slightly older films. There's something really sinister about a Clockwork Orange Funko Pop. Although I do have to say that the Jaws-inspired sushi plate is absolutely incredible. We have some little Gizmo playing cards, Gremlins. Oh, there's a Batman one. I didn't notice that the first time I read it. So we have Stormtrooper Light, which is quite comedic. There's a Batman one. I'd love to have Batman projected on my walls. Especially if it was Michael Keaton. TV shows. Have a look at the Jungle Book. Look how appalling that quality is there compared to today's animation. Obviously back then that was high-tech, beautiful colours. And that's how I remember it. That's how I will always remember classic Disneys. They were very, very good. Come on. I like this bit. movie Citrus Fruits. Mrs. Doubtfire, a very good scene. Citrus Fruits were featured in The Breakup, a good film. National Treasure down there. Very random feature. That's what I like. A little bit of a Pixar there. Amelie, because that was out 15 years ago. I didn't like Amelie at all. I just thought it was so mushy. It's just not my kind of film. Obviously it's visually quite beautiful, and I've got nothing against Jean-Pierre Jeunet as a director. I loved The Young and Prodigious T.S. Spirit. I thought, it was really well done. But Amelie for me is just not my kind of film. Although the cat is very cute. As you can see, it is very sweet. A great embodiment of kind of that romantic, idealised French culture. I don't know what that is, do you know? No, I don't know. I haven't got the slightest clue. I'll have to join it up and see if I know, but if you do know, let me know, and I'll let you know if you're correct, if I do actually do it and then work it out. There we have the end. As I said, not my favourite issue. The films that I was interested in have been featured in pretty much every magazine for the past 3 months or so. But there were a few in there that have kind of piqued my interest and I'm going to look out for. Thank you for watching this video, and I'll speak to you all soon.